Hello everyone, I am Dori, I am an English teacher, and last time we talked about note completion task types in the IELTS listening. So if you haven't seen that video yet, you might want to check this out first in this link. Now, today we will talk about all these tasks and exercises that are similar to note completion tasks, and if you come across one of them, the strategy is similar too. These task types similar to note completion are form completion, table completion, and sentence completion tasks. Let's now see form completion in detail.
Here's a form completion task. First and foremost, check out the word limit. You can write 1 or 2 words, but in this case, no more than that unless it's a number. If you exceed the word limit, you don't get a mark, even if you have answered correctly. As you can see in question 6, customer name James Gap, we most probably expect a surname, and this is going to be spelled out for us. The same goes with question 9, in which we expect an address. In question 7, we expect a place, and in questions 8 and 10, we expect to hear numbers. As you can see, this is an easy way to predict what is missing in most gaps. Do not always expect to hear all the phrases in the exact same way as they are written. You may hear some of them paraphrased. The meaning, of course, will be identical with these phrases that you see written, so don't worry, you will be able to understand it.
Now, let's see a table completion task in detail.
Here's how a table completion task looks like. Again, be careful of the word limit and check out the columns so as to get an idea of what you need to hear. Underline words before the listening starts. It really helps you to stay focused. Now, let's get something straight. In our example here, the questions follow one another horizontally, as you can see, and this is the order that the listening will follow. If the order of the questions was vertically, this would be the order of the listening too. So, for example, now you know that when you listen to Mary saying lots of aspects to cover, you know that Nick will follow after that to give you the answer in question 27, so be concentrated. Again, the phrase lots of aspects to cover may be paraphrased. That is, Mary may not use these exact same words, but you'll definitely get the meaning, especially if you're focused. The same goes with question 28. The phrase about his topic that comes after may be paraphrased, but the meaning will be the same. So don't worry if you don't hear the same phrases, or even better, don't wait for them per se. Just try to understand the whole meaning. This, of course, goes with every listening task.
And last but not least, let's see a sentence completion task in detail.
This is how a sentence completion task looks like. Everything we said until now stands for this task too. You may want to underline some phrases that will help you stay alert when you hear them and wait for the correct answer. Some phrases that fall into the category of terminology cannot be paraphrased at all. For example, in question 23, Robert wants to know on what terms Dr. Adam chose to be a gynecologist. The word gynecologist cannot be paraphrased, so it is wise to underline it and wait to hear it so as for you to know where you stand during the listening section.
Now, recapitulation. Let's recapitulate our key points for note, form, sentence, and table completion tasks. Number 1. Check out the word limit first. Hyphenated words, don't forget, are taken as one word. For example, eye-catching. This is taken as one word. If they ask you to write, for example, no more than 3 words, that doesn't mean that you have to write each and every time 3 words. No, you can write either 1, 2 or 3 in each question, but no more than that. Number 2, be careful with your spelling. Names, addresses, telephone numbers, etc. are going to be spelled out for you, but that means that you have to know the alphabet really well and how each letter is pronounced. Number 3, try to predict what kind of words are missing in the gaps from the words around the gap. For example, is it a verb? Is it a number? Is it a noun? All the words around the gap will help you find more or less what is missing. Number 4, the words around the gap may not be heard in the exact same way as you see them written on paper. They may be paraphrased. However, their meaning will be the same, so you don't have to worry about that, but please be careful. Don't wait up to hear the exact same phrases, but instead the same meaning. Number 5, be careful during the recording in order to hear the specific phrases that are heard before each gap, and they're going to help you to find the correct answer. Some phrases fall into the category of terminology. They are scientific phrases, so they are not going to be paraphrased. You may want to pay attention to these words, as they are not likely to change. Number 6, underline the keywords even before the listening starts. That will really help you stay alert during the listening section, as your attention will focus on these words and you know where you stand during the listening. Well, that's it for today. I hope you found this video helpful. If you have any questions or comments, please do leave them down below. You can also like and follow my Facebook page. You can follow me on Google Plus and on Twitter. I have added all 3 links down below. In all 3 these pages, I post every day, each day, the words of the day, and I think this is a fun way to enrich your vocabulary. Thank you very much for watching. Good luck with the exam.